Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine. I have a little thrift haul today, and I have a little what's on my desk. I thought I would show you the next journal that I'm working on, and just get a couple of little things done here. Oh, I'm trying to make more room here. There's my dowling that one of my son-in-laws gave me. I actually was using that yesterday on this little book. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll show you in a minute. I was going to put it away, but I'll show you. Here, I'm not going to deal with you yet. You go over there. I made a little charm, a little paperclip charm from music from Handel's Messiah, and a little button. And I thought, oh, I'm going to put that in Carlotta here. Those of you who followed along as I made her know that this book has a strong element of music, concerts and operas and music in general in here. This book actually is in my Etsy shop right now, and it's available for anyone who wants to go over and take a look. I'll put the link down below for the flip through in case you missed it. Now I want to put this, maybe I'll put it on this lace here. Oh, there's a lovely prima donna right there, diva, and we'll put you right here. That'll look nice. Hold on, there we go. Oh, that looks pretty. Just a little trinket. Very cute. Okay, so I'm going to close up the Standard Opera and Concert Guide here and put it safely away. There you go. It's a big book. My goodness, that's a big spine. And this one's big in other ways because it's big dimension-wise. This is the journal that I made out of an encyclopedia, and it's also still available in my Etsy shop for anyone who's interested. Actually, you know what? I'll put the link for the flip through for this big boy down below as well. Let me get these off my desk now. Now that Carlotta's got her little music bauble on her. All right, let's look at this first before I get into my thrift haul. I went out to see my mom today. She's doing great. Actually, if you follow me on Instagram, you got to see a little picture of her today. I took a picture of her after her hair got done. So she was happy to have her hair done and looking and feeling refreshed. Now, let's see here. All right, so I'm working on this old book, Appleton's Home Reading Books, The Story of the Birds. And it's just a lovely old book. I've already restored the spine. I actually used some of the leftover papers from Carlotta. There's a little of Carlotta that's gone into the story of the birds. I really do try to make use of all the papers and that, and I needed to restore this spine. It was in very, very sad, sorry shape. So underneath this paper, I've put some muslin to reinforce it, and then I covered it again with paper. And sometimes it's nice to actually use a very thin paper. You just want it to hold it. You don't want it to bulk it up. And Carlotta's papers were perfect for the job. So this little spine is feeling much better. And at first I thought I was going to do, I've been starting on the signatures. As you can see, there's going to be some Edith Holden going in. At first, I thought I was going to just do birds, because the story of the birds. But I can't do birds without a few others of the little wooden creatures. So I think I will still be adding little butterflies and maybe, little bugs or anything like that. This is the original signature block. This poor old book was well used. Whoever the owner was, and I don't think there was a name in it. I'm trying to find where I put the original front page. Pardon me, I should have been better prepared. That's going to be my cloth for the hollowback spines. Maybe it's in here. No. Where are you? I've already been getting pictures and going to do some fussy cutting. Oh, here it is. I knew it was here. Let's see. Let's see who owned this, if there's a name. There's the date, 1902. So this book is 118 years old. And it's copyright 1896. Okay, so it looks like it first was printed in 1896 and then printed in New York in 1902. Interesting. Anyhow, the text block, you'll see the previous owner. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It says, how nice. How nice that it says, how nice. This person was an avid birder. There are just notes throughout. Weak argument of mind over matter. Interesting. It's such an old book, and obviously it was inexpensive. Although there's lots of illustrations in the book, they're all black and white, but they're charming. Look how cute. Nightingale. I'm going to make use. These are beautiful anyways. Even if they're black and white, they're beautiful. So we will have to use, oh, ruffled, gross. We'll have to use other ways to add color back into the story of the birds. And of course, I'll be doing that with some Edith Holden, using some of this. I love this paper, this blue paper. I found 3 packages of it, I guess about a year and a half ago, and it's legal size. It's so nice. I've tea dyed it. So usually it's a soft, almost robin's egg blue. And then I tea dyed it. And I tea dyed it? Tea dyed it. And I thought it looked nice with the color in the pages of these bird books that I've also, I'm going to include. I think I'm going to put a bird page in each signature. And I just love the blue. Oh, that one's white. I love the blue background on some of those bird pages. It reminds me of, my husband and I went to Key West. We've been there a couple of times. And the grand old houses in the town of Key West, Florida, when you go on the porches of these beautiful big old houses, you know, the wraparound porches of southern homes, the ceilings of the porch are always painted in sky blue. And the person who was doing our tour, now I don't know whether they were pulling our legs, but they said, and every house, the ceilings were painted sky blue. And the person doing the tour said, do you have any idea why those are painted sky blue? And of course we all said, I don't know, it's pretty, they like it. And apparently the theory behind painting the ceilings sky blue on the porches in Key West, Florida, are to prevent birds from building their nests up in the rafters of these porches. Apparently they claim that the birds can't tell that's a ceiling and they think it's the sky. So they wouldn't, the birds that want to nest up there, they want the kind of area that's got covering, you know, underneath an eaves trough or an overhang of a house. So by painting your ceiling on your porch sky blue, the birds will not try and nest in the little corners of your porch. I think this is the fabric I'm going to use for when I do the hidden hollowback spine for the story of the birds. I was thinking of using this fabric. I've got some fabric with feathers on it, but I really like the dark rich green of this. So I'm thinking I'm going to use this, especially because of the the end papers that I chose. I pulled from those gorgeous wrapping paper books that I found the other week at my thrift store. This time I went with Art Nouveau. So apparently these are copies of 1895 Art Nouveau patterns. And I chose, sorry about that, I just whacked the camera stand. I chose these patterns. I haven't trimmed them yet. And they've got squirrels on them. I love them. So I thought that was a way so that in case the front page has a bird on it, maybe up in a tree, that, you know, there's other little creatures that will be living up in the trees where the birds are. So I think those are going to make really, really pretty end papers for this beautiful little book. I haven't done a little book in a while. I think since I did Little Dorrit, that Christmas book was little. And I'm looking forward to that. I think those go together nicely. And I found some more paper downstairs that I didn't tea stain it because it's already sort of a yellowy color. So what I did was I tea splashed it. And I just, you know, I get a spoon and I sort of fling it at the paper, and then I get a cup and I turn it upside down and I make cup rings on the paper, and it makes for interesting paper. So this is going into the press, and then I've got other things ready. I'm going to, I think, take some illustrations from here, although that robin needs to go in my robin book. But I do have some little golden book, and then I think I'm going chickadees. I mean, come on, who doesn't love a chickadee? And I like all these guys. I'm going to try my best to fussy cut that whole line of birds. How cute is that? I want to find a way to use this line of birds that are on the fence wire and find a way to put that into the book. I want to use these trees as well. See how nothing gets wasted. I forget what was there. It might have been a little creature, a chipmunk or something. And up here there was a little house. I wanted to use it. So now I want to use these trees. Oh, I can see a little creature right there up in the tree. So those will get used. And then these are pages that I initially put into a ring binder that I ended up not enjoying the finished result of the ring binder, and I pulled it all apart. But I still liked these illustrations, so I'm going to find a way to incorporate those. And then, of course, as ever, napkins. There's hummingbirds and butterflies, so I want to use that one. There's a little bird with a birdhouse. I'm going to find a way. Flowers, yes. Oh, I'm not sure about this one yet, but we'll see. And little bumblebees. We'll see. I'm not sure about that one. Oh, that's left over from Carlotta. These are Carlotta's. Okay. All right, so after I turn off the camera, I'm going to get back to work on the story of the birds. But we've got a little bit of a thrift haul. I had just the tiniest little thrift haul today. I really didn't have much luck at my little store. I went to 2 stores. My Way store had hardly anything. I came away with just a couple of pieces of metal. Let me find them. And so that left me time, because I went to the store before I went to see my mom. So that left me time to go to a different store and just see if I had any better luck there. And I had a teeny bit of luck, but not much. Oh, jeepers, I'm throwing things around. So I just found some interesting pieces of metal that I want to find a way to use. I loved this. I fussed through the bins of stuff. It's an old curtain rod wheel, so for hanging curtains, it would go along the ridge, but it's all metal. The ones you buy nowadays, of course, that part's plastic and they're not covered in paint. Anyhow, I loved that. I don't know. I'm going to find a way to use that as a charm. And I liked this little guy. And I think that would look nice on the cover of a book. So I found some, it didn't have any screws in it, so I fished through these bins and found some screws that would fit in those holes. And that way I can punch a hole in the cover, and I'll just use these screws to put that little guy on a cover. I think that would look pretty. And then this, I think this was part of a 2-part door pull. And I'm betting it was the kitchen, because this thing is utterly filthy and I'm going to have to clean it a bit. Who knows how many years of, yeah. Anyhow, I still liked it, because think about it, that could still go on the front of a journal, and it would look really cool. Like, I've got these really old brads here. Look at that. That look nice on the front of a book. Love it. So that was my thinking for that. So all of my little metal pieces here today, they put it on the scale, and jeepers. It came to a whopping 45 cents. So there's that. My next store, it was Senior's Day. And normally I'm cheering and hooting and hollering over getting my senior's discount. But this time, she just gave me the discount without asking if I'm a senior. And that, I gotta tell you, that was a little unsettling. It's at least when they say, do you qualify for a senior's discount? Then I can say, heck yeah. But she knew I was old. Anyhow, I got some stuff. This is the store that wraps things in plastic that makes me upset. So if you ever order anything from me or a journal from me and it looks like your journal is being protected in used plastic, it probably is, because I think it's a shame to be throwing out plastic like this. This plastic will be around long after humankind has destroyed itself and there's nothing left on this planet but melted glaciers and floating plastic bags. There we go. But I liked this paper. It was 50 cents. Oh, I destroyed the label just now before I showed you. It was 50 cents, but green label tickets were 75% off, and then I got my discount. I just liked it. I'm not sure. I'm wondering if this is old fax paper. But I liked the holes on the one side. So after I turn off the camera here, I'm going to take these downstairs and get them into a pan of tea and get them soaking. Yeah, I like that. And it's a nice size. When I fold that in half, that would be a nice size. Some of them might have to go into the bird book. We'll see. So I got that. I got this. So green label, it would have been 75%, 70% off. 70, 75? I forget what I said. And my bill's not in here. It was a good discount. Let's suffice it to say this was probably about 25 cents. Again, I'm going to try my best to reuse this bag. Now, to their credit, the store, to their credit, they do not provide bags anymore at all for when you check out. So like my bag that I used, I brought it with me and reuse bags. And that's good. They're making baby steps, but there's no need to wrap that in a plastic bag. They could put an elastic around it. They could use string. Hopefully they will. I mention it every time, and sooner or later somebody's going to go, hey, yeah, why are we wrapping these in plastic? It would save them money too. Anyhow, I thought this was cute. Cute little ruffle. Wouldn't that be cute on a cookbook? On a cookbook journal. That would look really cute, because that reminds me of little curtains over a kitchen sink, you know, and you look out the window while you're washing your dishes. Then there's just some a little snippet of lace here that'll get used. This I thought was really cute. This is different. Look at that. That's cute too. I've never seen anything like that. It's just got a little hint of a ruffle. Love it. There's quite a bit of it here too. Let's put you away. And then I just found a half a roll of grosgrain ribbon, but it's a nice color. It's sort of, I'm not sure, I won't know till I rewatch this, but it's really a very, very pale, dusty mauve. I say mauve. Do you say mauve? I know some people say mauve, but I grew up saying mauve. Anyhow, this is a dusty mauve. Or for those of you who say it, this is a dusty mauve. There we go. And then the only other things I got were two little cards. This little card actually has real pressed pansies in it. You can feel them through the paper. And a cute little, tiny little envelope. That might, I wonder if I'll put that in the story of the birds. And then look how cute this little card is. A gift for you. How cute. A little shower gift. International Carlton cards. And a little envelope. Still have the little envelope. So that's it. That was my teeny tiny thrift haul. And I'm going to get back to work now. I actually have a couple of books that I'm working on right now, but this is the one that I'm going to open up and get cracking on right now. And I hope you're all having a good day. I got the little journal winging on its way to its new home. The little Samuel Pepys book. It's flying off to its new home happily right now. And my goodness, I know I keep saying thank you, but that was so much fun. And I will definitely do something similar to that for 1,000 subscribers, because that was just a lot of fun. I'm going to have to come up with another question that will really help me learn more about all of you, because hearing about your favorite sandwiches, I got to tell you, I smiled and laughed for days. And I also went, yeah, that sounds good. So I'm off to, oh, hold on. I'm off to work on things. I'm going to post links for the flip throughs for Carlotta and for the encyclopedia. And I hope you're all having a good day where you are, and we will talk soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.